What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's your guy, Edward Elijah. We are in the building with Dr. LaJ Britt. Y'all hold on for a minute because we got an action-packed interview with y'all and Dr. LaJ Britt and his new single, No Better Love. So y'all hold on. Y'all hold on. Stay tuned. It is the Evolution of Elijah featuring Dr. LaJ Britt. All right, y'all. Hold on and stay tuned. All right, everybody. We are back. We are in the building with the Evolution of Elijah on 168 Radio. We have the great pleasure of having R&B singer, R&B legend, best friend of Dr. Mr. Tony Terry, and Mr. Legendary R&B singer himself, Dr. LaJ Britt. Welcome, welcome, sir. Glad to have you on the show today. What's going on with you?
What's going on, my good friend Elijah, man? It's good to be in the house. It's good to be in the building with all your followers, all your friends and fans and family. Man, it's good to be here once more and again, man. How y'all doing? Atlanta turned up. What's up?
Yes, we turned up on 168 Radio on the new show of the Evolution of Elijah. Mr. LaJ, tell everybody where you hail from. A lot of people might not have heard of you. I had the great pleasure of knowing you myself. I got a chance to meet you here at DMG's TV studios in Atlanta, Georgia, listening to you and Mr. Tony Terry blow out and belt out this amazing song called No Greater Love. So tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Oh, man. Well, we were once again, man, born and raised in the DMV, Washington, D.C., go-go town, you know. But I was born there and transitioned to Trenton, New Jersey, you know. So that's why that's where my roots was implanted, and still I've spent most of my life there in New Jersey, and that's where my skills and talents was honed at, in the great city of Trenton, New Jersey, where I learned from some of the best,
shout out to Trenton,
greatest, yes, some of the greatest artists, you know, that's around, you know. So I lived there most of my life, and now I'm here in North Carolina. So I'm adopted son of North Carolina, as we say, North Kakalaki. Shouts out to the Carolinas. Yes. So no doubt.
So Dr. LaJ, how Dr. LaJ, tell us. So in all your travels, how did you wind up coming from Trenton to North Carolina?
Woo, man. Well, that's a little quirky turn there. You know, I was on tour one day with Coca-Cola Jam Fest. Shouts out to Coca-Cola. You know, so I was on the Coca-Cola Jam Fest tour. I was actually headlining Coca-Cola. I don't want to tell you how many years ago. It was a little while ago, you know. And I had a chance to meet someone very, very lovely. And I looked out there in the crowd while I was on stage singing. You know, had a hot track out at the time, Slow and Easy. You know, okay. I was a little bad boy of entertainment about that time, you know. In my life, I was going through some changes, you know. and I used to open my show up. With this Rough Ends song. So shouts out to my boys, Rough Ends. And so when I came out, everybody thought I was one half of them. You know, they was like, "Where the other guy at?" So you know, I happened to see this young lady, and I saw her, and I told my manager at the time. I said, "Man, you see that lady with the long hair?" I said, "It's gonna be my wife." So from that day to this one, I sent my security guard over there to tell her I wanted to holler at her, and she told me, she said, who this guy think he is? R. Kelly? So, I said, so many years later and 4 kids later, I guess there wasn't nothing wrong with a little bit of bumper grind.
No,
So that
nothing,
she
nothing.
she was born and raised in North Carolina, and from that day to this one, she got this old bull hook. So I became a North Carolinian.
Hey,
So you know, yeah.
beautiful story, beautiful story, beautiful story. So, Dr. J, I heard that you are a proud father of some children that you made with that beautiful lady from North Carolina. Mr.
Yes,
J, tell the people how many gorgeous children do you have?
we have 4 beautiful children. 3 of them, went off to serve the country, and we have a wonderful son that's in college. So we was blessed to to raise up. It wasn't easy, but raise up 4 beautiful, talented, children. All of them sing and and
Mm-hmm.
play instruments, and now do their own, do their blessed to do their own thing, to
That's
represent in
amazing.
the world. So yes,
That is
and from that,
amazing.
and the
So, can I
amazing the
ask you,
amazing thing is
did
it.
did their did them playing instruments and singing and things, did that come around from their background in church?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. All of them have served as my armor bearer. All of them have served on the altar, on the pulpit, and things like that. So I'll tell you, every last one of them, man, could eisegesis a text better than some preachers and apostles I know, man. So they are and all of them have learned to read music, So they all had great discipline. So you know, like I said, it wasn't easy. It was not easy, but
Right,
you know,
right.
it can be done. So, and from that day,
That is
from the
amazing.
day I met my wife to this one, we have never been apart, So I think that was important in
Yeah,
the foundation of raising the children. Yeah.
that is amazing. Amazing story. So, Dr. J, tell us. I know myself that you have your own record label, but tell us a little bit about your musicology, if you will. Some of
Oh,
your
man.
famous music that you have out, Mr. Lenny
Hmm.
Williams, Tony Terry. Tell us about it.
Oh, wow. Yes. Well, my music, first of all, you mentioned my label. That was one of the smartest things, and one of the greatest things that I've learned to do was to be business minded and skilled in that area to launch my own label. And as many people don't know, my very first professional record as a solo artist dropped in 1994, and record called "Put My Thing Down," and that record, landed me on some pretty good shows with some pretty big artists, like 702, Destiny's Child, Nivea, our man Jagged Edge, RL, just to name a few, some pretty great people that I had the opportunity to open up for. Even some hip hop artists, Mr. Cheeks, um, Redman, Method Man. So I toured and
Yeah.
opened up for some pretty great people, and performed on some awesome stages. My label, every label that I've ever been signed to, as a distributor or a co-artist or whatever, my label, my Q Music Group, has always followed that label. So ever since 1994, that label has always been a sister label to Warner Brothers or Capitol or Sony or whatever label I was on at that time. So it always followed. So it's been a pretty good deal for me. Meeting, like you said, the names that you mentioned, those were just a few names that I had the opportunity to work with. Mr. Lenny Williams was an awesome experience for me. I worked with him for quite a few years in a stage play before we actually did any solo stuff on our own. But we met in a stage play that I was the leading man of. A good man is hard to find, and Mr. Williams
Okay.
was making a singing appearance in there. Then he later got a small acting role in there. But we had a bump in with each other in a barbershop scene, and that was um, his first interaction with me, and our relationship grew from there. And so we was like literally friends for about maybe 8 years, 9 years before we actually even did a project together. Tony Terry and I, our relationship goes back all the way to lovey-dovey feeling days, So that was way back in the 80s,
Way back.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. So Tony has been like a
Lovey
brother.
feeling, yeah.
Yeah. So his mommy, his mother was my godmother. Tony has watched all of our kids grow up from babies. I think Tony knew all of our kids from babies, and every last one of them. He's in photos with all of them since they was little babies, couldn't even walk or crawl until they were grown. So he's been in their life
Wow.
and known all of them. Yes. So it's been a pleasure working with all of them. So
That's absolutely
and
amazing.
again, Tony and I, we actually recorded 2 songs together, and "No Greater Love" was the
Mhm.
first one that we actually publicly published and released.
Okay. I think we got a little piece of No Greater Love. If I can
Yes.
get it on. Let me see. Let me see if we can get on a little bit of No Greater Love for the
Yes,
viewers.
yes. Let's
Y'all
do
stay.
it.
See if we can get it on today.
No greater love than this, than a man will lay down his life for his friends. Love
Can you hear it?
has no
Mhm.
color.
If I were a painter trying to capture love, there wouldn't be any colors, just a glow thereof. If I were a paintbrush in the artist's
Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm biased. I've been listening to it all week.
any faces, just a stroke of a man. No greater love I know, that a man would lay down his life for his friends, and for the love of the cross he'd do it over again. No greater love can a man have than this, and he did all for you. Was betrayed for a kiss. Oh, no greater love could a man have than this, and he did all for you. Was betrayed for a kiss. Let me be honest with you. You gotta stop lying to yourself. We all need a little love and nothing less. Whenever I look at you, I can see myself. We need each other and nothing less. Now you've got your phone.
Oh, wow. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the fantastic No Greater Love. If y'all haven't heard it, you definitely gotta go find it, check it out. Mr. Dr. LeJay Britt is on all major platforms: Spotify, everywhere, every platform, every plug and play thing you can name. A lot of hit radio stations. Dr. Lejay, tell us a little bit more about the musicology, what you got coming up, and this amazing track. I had the opportunity of hearing y'all blow it down at DMG TV studios, making this amazing song. What else you got coming up?
Let me tell you, first of all, this is hard coming behind something like that, something, we put our heart, we put our heart and our soul in this. And of course, you know, Tony wanted to still take it to the next level, next level. Anybody who's had the pleasure of meeting Tony or being in the presence of Tony or in the presence of his concerts, Tony is a singer. The boy can sing, and if you had the pleasure of going in the studio with him, Tony's a whole problem. So, so Tony's a whole problem. You know what I mean? So, I give credit and honor to whom credit and honor is due. Tony is always, I've always been, a little biased when it comes to singers. And, Tony, to me, Tony's always been it's a lot of male artists out there that, the people had their different preferences and things like that. But vocal wise, the man can handle his business, so he taught me a lot. And so I took everything that him and Mr. Lenny Williams, sitting down with him and just having him teach you how to make your voice last and breathe and how to sing night after night after night after night without going hoarse and things like that. It's just a lot to learn and take in. So it's a pleasure to be around icons such as that. And so when I start writing for my next project we have coming out that's called Closure, that project we put, I put my whole soul and heart into Closure because, all my, like I said, being a father, a husband, and a leader and everything, you have to focus on what matters first. And, it was already hard with me being away from home, being on the road, being a professional artist and a leader in the community, having to being called out all the time, traveling all the time. That put a lot of stress on the family. And so I had to take some time and step away and, be here for my kids, be available for school functions and different things, and be there for my wife, and things like that. And so now that the kids were grown and out, and I don't never wanted anybody to feel like, my career was put on hold because of them. No, my career evolved because they existed, So this is what Closure is all about. And so now that I have experienced real fatherhood, I have experienced what a husband, what it takes to be a real husband and a real man and a real provider and a real leader, now I can put my whole heart into every song that I wrote and do for Closure. And so God has released me and told me to go back to my old roots to 1994 when I was writing songs and cutting songs with that hard, that 80s for that old school that people love to rock to, that sound that moved people. So I went back to that sound and mix it to what people is used to now, kind of, but not trendy. If you kind of follow what I'm saying. I don't want no.
I
I
kind
don't
of do
want
that.
another trendy song that's gonna last until the next trend come around. So I want another song that's gonna bless somebody, whether they is on this side or that side, whether they this color or that color, whether they believe in this or that. I don't care what
Right,
they are, what gender they are, what
right.
they believe in or whatever. When they hear a Lejay
Yeah.
song, they it's gonna make their heart flutter. It's gonna renew their spirit, their mind. Whether it's a love song,
Amen.
whether it's a sad song, whether it's a happy song, make you want to groove, make you want to jump out your car at the red light and jam. I don't care what it is. I want to make you feel that thing. You know what I mean? So it was
I'm
the, it
ready
was
to
the
hear it.
90s. It was the 90s that made you do that. You know what I mean? So the song
Yes.
told stories. So down the songs now don't tell stories. They start off
No.
one way, and then you got
Yeah.
lost, and you be like, okay,
Yeah.
what he was talking about? You know what I mean? So I want to
Yeah.
tell the whole story. I want to tell the story,
Yeah.
and you can feel that thing. It's like, man, he talking to me, man. Yo, ho, you know what I mean? So that's what
Yes.
closure. I'm giving them closure now. So closure, I'm talking
All
about
right.
closure. So we're bringing them closure. Yeah.
All right. I can't wait to hear that. Now, we need some feel good music that makes sense that everybody can relate to, no matter your
Oh
color,
man,
your,
you know.
your, your
So
genre, no matter your sexual preference. We definitely need some feel good music that the people can relate to and vibe to. And that tells a story that we can connect with.
yes,
So I'm
yes.
looking forward.
So
I'm looking
people
forward to that.
they sleeping on No Greater Love, but it's that song don't even have an official video, and it's creeping up the charts. So like I thank
I
people
can
like
see
you
why.
for calling me, invite me on your show. It's like every other
Yes,
day
sir.
somebody's calling me, want me to be on their show, want to interview me. This song is like going
Yeah.
crazy, So
Yeah.
you know, it's like the song is really 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 doing good. And what I love about it, people remember Tony. They love Tony, and then they hear me, and they're like, "Oh man, who's the other guy?" And it's like, man, this guy sounds so good, man. He sounds like Ronald Isley, So it's
Yeah.
like we're not in competition with each other. The song is, and
Yes.
and Tony still wanted to remix. He wanted to really freak out. He wanted to do his thing. You know what I mean? And hopefully, we do have another version, and hopefully we can release that version where I can get him to turn it loose on there. Because people
Yeah.
really need to hear him be Tony Terry. You know,
For sure. For
on that
sure.
thing.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So are y'all going to be doing a video for No Greater Love anytime
Yes,
soon?
I hope that Tony is still on tour. He's still working a lot, so I hope that I can get nail him down, and our schedules can not conflict, and we can
Yeah.
get together, and we can definitely get a video done. Same thing with Lenny. People is now that song is in demand, and people is asking for a video for it. So we trying to get together and get a video done, official video done for that one as well. And then I'm still, right in the process of releasing Closure. So and that's going crazy. Closure is going to be crazy. Yeah,
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to hear
yeah.
Closure.
And
So,
we actually have some
Mr.
R&B song.
Britt,
We actually have some R&B on
huh?
there. So we actually have some R&B on there. Some crazy R&B on there. So
Okay.
it's crazy.
I'm looking
Yeah, it's
forward
really
to it.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
am looking forward to it. I love No Greater Love and a couple of other things that you're saying. Of course, I listen to you on my Spotify, so I'm looking
Oh man, I
forward to it. I
appreciate it.
cannot
I
wait to hear
appreciate the love and support. I
Definitely,
appreciate the love
definitely.
and support.
Um,
Yeah.
Tell the listeners out there, where can we find you on all
First
music
of all,
platforms? I know, but let everybody know.
let me give you my website. It's www.lajaybrit. That's spelled LAJAYEBRITT. That's two T's.com. So lajaybrit.com. Then you can find me on all platforms. my Instagram is Apostle, the real Apostle. So that's the real APOSTLE LAJAYEB. That's it. The real Apostle LaJ B on Instagram. Same thing on Facebook. And on TikTok, the real LaJ Britt. On TikTok.
All right. Well, Mr. LaJ Britt, it was an awesome pleasure. This is not going to be the last time that we're going to have you on the show.
Oh man,
I look forward.
I'm looking forward. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, I look forward.
It was a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Show.
Yeah.
I look forward to having you on my television show too.
No doubt.
Upper Echelon Atlanta Television. I got a new show coming out. It's like a black QVC style fashion show, but we have live entertainment. So hopefully Tony will come on and y'all can belt out some amazing tunes on the show. Looking forward to doing some more things with you as brand ambassador. As y'all may or may not know, I have a clothing brand called Echelon Drip. Echelon Drip is dedicated, is against gun violence. And Dr. LaJ Britt has the awesome pleasure. If y'all can see this picture up in the corner here, this is Mr. LaJ Britt in the awesome Echelon jacket. He is my brand ambassador. Yeah. We are going to be shooting a commercial soon, and I'm looking forward to doing lots of things with my brand Echelon. Echelon is against gun violence. Unfortunately, I had a younger brother. He was like a Nipsey Hussle in my hood. He did a lot of things for the community. He was the only one in the community that would have book bag drives for the whole community. Allow all the kids to come fill up their book bags, eat, do all of them hair, give them all them haircuts. He bought some of their mother's cars. He bought houses. He gave my whole family cars. But unfortunately, my brother was murdered. So I have created Echelon Drip in tribute not only to my brother, but in tribute to everyone that we have lost to gun violence. And 50% of the proceeds, everyone, we take and put back into communities that are affected by gun violence. So we are looking forward to doing some amazing things there. Hopefully, I will be starting a nonprofit organization called the Echelon Family Foundation. So y'all stay tuned to that. But y'all definitely got to stay tuned because we're looking forward to closure with Dr. LaJ Britt, y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna end it out. We're gonna place a little bit of more greater love on our way out. And we're gonna say, peace out to Dr. LaJ Britt. This is not gonna be the last time. Y'all look for him on all major platforms. Like he said, find him on Instagram. And Dr., it was a pleasure to have you on today.
I want to say congratulations to your show. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, and you're always welcome to call on me anytime. And we here to benefit. We advocate against gun violence. We advocate for the youth, and we want everybody to be safe. Once again, love on your family. Love on your family every chance that you get. And love on your people. Love on your community. Represent where you're from.
Thank you so much, Doc.
No greater love.
Much love to you. And peace out, y'all, from the Evolution of Eiiesya and Dr. Thank you, y'all.